Gentlemen, as again, welcome aboard Coast Starlight train number 11, service to Los Angeles today. My name is David. I'll be with you till Portland.
I started living out a nomadic lifestyle 1 year ago, as I have a remote job, and it was the best decision I ever made. Once I heard about the Coast Starlight train, I knew I had to go. Whilst in Seattle, I booked a ticket all the way to Los Angeles. That cost me only $100.
But 50, yeah, that was her goal when she started at 18. Okay.
Oh wow! This is magical.
I don't remember this on our level.
And while this journey was so beautiful, it was also very unsettling traveling as a solo female on this train. So I can't romanticize the entire train ride, though certain moments were definitely super dreamy and exciting. But the truth is, it was also a trip filled with anxiety and moments of fear and a long sleepless night. I boarded the train with 2 hefty bags of food to get me through the long 35-hour journey. Though there are a few stops where you could step out and get some fresh air, they're barely 5 minutes long, and the food in the train cafe is as bland as it gets. So, armed with an ube latte and my laptop, I settled in, already started munching on my snacks, and was ready to work and super excited for the long journey ahead. But as I worked away, a woman entered the carriage and started sharing her life story with us. For her privacy, I'll call her Mary. But let me tell you, Mary had a life story that gripped me immediately.
That's interesting. Very nice.
Mary is a 42-year-old who's lived out lots of lives already and had some wild stories. She's a runner, a Freightliner hitchhiker. She calls the train tracks of Northern California her home, where she's known for flashing, passing trains, and living by her own chaotic rules. She had just gotten out of the mental health hospital before she got on the train, and she showed off her scrubs and blankets as well as her meds. She's a mom, a divorcee of 10 years, a bartender, a past babysitter, urban farmer, veterinarian's assistant, volunteer firefighter, artist, songwriter, and self-taught tattooist. Mary has been in and out of jails her whole life, and once stole a police cruiser to do donuts in a parking lot. She even tried to convince the cops to embrace their bad side and go be rebellious. She said that her arrest rarely stuck, as she's too much trouble to handle, so they just let her go. Her life motto: you only live once, so you have to have a good time. Once, a pit bull bit her, and Mary wrestled it to the ground and bit it back. Another time, she ate a butterfly and claims she tripped for the next 48 hours. But beneath the wildness lies passion, and Martha dreams of ending up in Memphis or Oklahoma one day, where in the meantime, she hopes to start a nonprofit where she'll travel on a school bus with a freshwater crocodile on board and teach kids about nature while helping them detach from electronics. So, she's a rebel with a cause, and she is unapologetically herself. The train was also packed with solo travelers, people carrying their whole lives on their backs, people running away from their past. And just as I was finding my rhythm on the train, a young man with soulless eyes and tattoos covering his face sat down beside me. Everyone gets assigned seats, so I was hoping he'd get off at a station before mine. So I tapped his shoulder and asked him, "What stop are you headed to?" Of course, he answered he's going to Los Angeles as well. I felt so uncomfortable, so I grabbed my things and stayed in the observation cart the remainder of the trip. Later on, after wrapping up a conversation with an older man who confessed his struggles and past suicide attempts to me, something unexpected happened. An elderly couple suddenly slid into the seat across from me. They smiled warmly and introduced themselves, saying, "Hi there, we're your Gamma and Poppy now." They brought a comfort I didn't even know I needed. As we chatted about their life and their family, a rainbow appeared outside the window, adding a surreal beauty to the moment. They invited me for dinner in the dining cart, and by then, I was their adopted granddaughter, and no one seemed to mind. We played along with this, and even the kitchen staff ended up treating me like family. When I woke in the morning, one of the kitchen staff came up to me and invited me for breakfast for free with my grandparents. It was a surreal and emotional ride. The views on the train were amazing, so if you get the chance, I highly recommend going with a friend and renting a sleeper car. Even though they are a lot more expensive, it is definitely worth it.